Welcome, one and all, to the K.O.E Nation for Beer 30 O'Clock. Folks, this is a journey that we are going to engage in together to find that perfect beer. I am a man on a mission, a man on a journey to find the ultimate beer, the perfect beer for that perfect occasion, and we're going to do it together. I've got a crazy cast of characters, folks from all over the K.O.E Nation and all over the internet that are looking forward to sharing their experiences of some of their favorite beers with you. So folks, without further ado, let's get right into this Beer 30 O'Clock review.
That he hit me just right. My arm was vibrating. And I look up and Andre was laughing at me, and the referee asked him, "What's funny, Andre?" "I'm farting." Great Andre stories on that one.
All right, review time. I have no idea what this is, so
It's a beer.
Let's do it.
it is a beer. We are gonna jump into Oberon Ale. This is a wheat ale. So as we're going through the different ales and lagers, I wanted to give a wide variety of different spectrums of both. This comes out of Bell's Brewery. This is Comstock, Michigan. American wheat ale. We're going to give this bad boy a pour and see how it comes out. See if it's filtered, unfiltered. Not the greatest pour that I gave, so the head is probably a little my fault, but you can see chunks floating around in there. That is very typical of a wheat ale. Even filtered, it's tough to keep the wheat out of the final product there. So when you think of different wheat beers, you're always going to have a little bit. This one, surprisingly, it's got big chunks. That's not necessarily not normal, but there's some big chunks. A couple of things that are concerning me just looking at this already is the airflow. Typically you see the bubbles like going down the side of the glass and bubbles going up through the middle. I kind of see some trying to shoot up through the middle, so I wonder how the carbonation level is. Maybe it was my pour. That was not my best pour. So I'm assuming this is going to be kind of flat, just the way it's acting. This seems, yeah, I don't know. Let's give it a sniff. Very fruity. It says it's mildly fruity, I think, on the bottom, but it smells really fruity. Maybe it's just the spice. It's a little sip through the head here. Let's.
You're used to sipping through the head.
Thanks, juvenile jokes. Yes, always good with it. Actually, not bad. What does this remind me of? This is actually pretty good for a wheat beer. This is actually pretty good, especially with the unfiltered. You cannot see through this thing at all. For a wheat. I am not a fan of wheat beers at all. This is really good. Okay, couple of things. Wheat beer, if we're gonna go on that scale, I'm gonna give this a 4.5. Which is this is one of the best wheat beers I think I've ever had. As an overall beer, I'm gonna say it's like a 4.25. I honestly, what I would do with this, I would blend this. This should go with a black and tan. It's got such mild, subtle flavors. I get citrus. I get other fruits in there. There's like a weird tang. And then just after having a darker porter that kind of sucked, maybe that's why I think this is so much better. It's because that porter was fucking awful. But I'm getting the mix of those flavors. This would make an excellent black and tan. Now, I don't know how well it would hold up because even after, look at this, like there's no bubbles in there. It's really hard to see, but there's little sediments of the wheat They're not moving. It looks like gelatin in here. They are not moving at all. So I'm curious how this would work with like a Guinness or anything and making a black and tan and how it would mix. But this would mix super well with a dark beer. Outside of beer with food, honestly, I think this would go good with any meat. Probably more so with I don't think chicken, probably more of a pork or a beef. Something that's got a little bit more of a robust flavor, barbecue type stuff. Chicken probably too light. Probably not going to give it compliment it as well, but it might. I wouldn't cook with this. I don't think I would cook with this. I would just drink it. This is good stuff. Cheers, folks.
All right. Hey, I gotta show off my little Guinness and PBR black and tan.
Nice.
Nice.
Look at that. I mean, I always kind of have a good idea of pouring my fucking black and tans, but look, right at the pint line is right where my head's at,
Okay.
and it did a pretty damn decent job. And I'm gonna give it a nice little salute to everybody.
Salute.
Well done. Well done.
Jesus.
Well, oh,
There
we go.
Proud of you.
I like how you lick your lips.
You mean my facial hair? Blue?
Oh Lord, that was well done. Well.
Here and see if it just smooths itself out.
Get back, tell you what I'll do. If I ever get back, I promise to refabricate you, raging rivers of gold. That's what the brochure advertised. And now we're lost, we gotta take it down. Let you down slow, it's hard to survive. El Dorado. Oh, Lord. Well, let's see how that one went.
Yeah,